Yeah, now we are going to discuss Biot-Savart law and its applications. What are the bios? What is a Biot-Savart law? As already we know that magnetic effects of electric current basics. That is nothing but when a current flows to the wire or a conductor, perpendicular to the wire or a conductor, there is a magnetic field produces. Right? Same way, we have when current flows to the current wire or a conductor, perpendicularly magnetic field is producing, we detected by using the magnetic compass in the overrested experiment, right? That we understood with respect to the overrested experiment and by the right hand thumb rule, the direction of the magnetic field also we got to know. But still, we need to know how much amount of magnetic field produces around the current carrying wire or a conductor. Okay, for that purpose, Biot and Savart, two scientists, were contributed for this concept and they derived magnetic field produced by a current carrying wire or a conductor. How it is. Remember, in electrostatics we have studied Biot-Savart law. Okay, sorry, Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law analogy is Biot-Savart law. Both are inverse square laws. Okay, in electromagnetism, Biot-Savart law is like a Coulomb's law in electrostatics. That's why now we can approach with respect to inverse square law. You can see when a current passing through a wire, what it will happen. Obviously, when a current passes through a wire, magnetic field produces at a point that I'm selecting at a point P that you are seeing here, right? At this point, I wanted to find that magnetic field. Now, this is a small d elemental length. Okay. With respect to d elemental length, what is the magnetic field produced at a point P? I'm going to find. As I told you just now, from the wire-rested experiment, when current passes through a wire, perpendicularly magnetic field is producing in the sense, magnetic field produces around this wire, right? Not only at this point, around this wire, completely it will produce. Okay. Now, since around this wire it is producing in the sense it a distance r I am taking. The distance r also is making some angle with respect to this elemental length. Is that right? This elemental length, if you draw like this, one line, with respect to that line and r, there is an angle, is a theta. Okay. Now,
Yes.
at another point, means this is the other side of the wire. T dash I am taking. Of course, as I said, around the wire, the magnetic field is producing in the sense you can find here, 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 anywhere also. But why I have chosen P and P dash 2 points in the sense, if the magnetic field line is going into the screen, here it will come out from the screen. You can notice this point with the symbols. The into symbol is indicating magnetic field lines are entering into the screen. Means magnetic field lines are perpendicular to the screen but inwards. Now you are seeing the dot position. Dot position always anywhere in magnetic field denotes magnetic field lines are coming out from the screen perpendicularly. So nothing but it is completely a loop form. Inward and around the wire is coming out here. Again inward. So therefore magnetic field lines are closed loop lines continuously. Okay. Now here we have seen DL element, the current and the radial distance from the wire to the point P where we are going to measure the magnetic field and the theta angle. Okay. Now, Boyat and Savart finally stated this law such a way that the strength of the magnetic field dB. Why I am telling dB with respect to dl I am measuring. That's why I am using the dB data. Means magnetic field at this point dB at this point also. due to a small current element dl, as I said, small elemental length dl, carrying a current I at a point P, distance r from the element is directly proportional to I, comma dl, the angle which is making with the dl elemental length as well as radial distance r is sine theta, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance, r square, where theta is the angle between dl and r, dB is directly proportional to I, that is nothing but whatever the magnetic field produced is depends on the current flowing through the conductor. Obviously, if more current flows, more magnetic field produces. Next, dB is also directly proportional to elemental length dl. Obviously, if the length is increases more, then more amount of magnetic field produced around it, and magnetic field is also proportional to theta, sine theta here. It is depends around the magnetic field it is producing in the sense, obviously it depends on the direction. If it is parallel, there may be no magnetic field. Now, as well as inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Now, these all 4 points I am writing as in one formula that you can see here. dB is directly proportional to I dl sine theta by r square. See, this is also inverse square law. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
dB is directly proportional to I dl sine theta by r square. Now, if I'll remove this proportionality symbol, you can have here dB equal to mu naught by 4 pi is a constant. What is the mu naught here, sir? Whereas in a Coulomb's law, we have epsilon naught. There it is permittivity of free space. Here it is, we say it is mu naught as a permeability of free space. Since we are doing in a vacuum or air, we will take it as a permeability of free space. You know one thing here. What is the permeability, sir? The substance which allows the magnetic field lines through itself is called as permeability of that medium. How much it can allow, to what extent it allows, or to what degree the allowing of magnetic field lines through itself is measured in terms of permeability. Okay, so this gives mu naught by 4 pi. 4 pi obviously it is constant, whereas mu naught by 4 pi gives that is equal to 10 to the power of minus 7. This is exactly the Biot-Savart law. But if you apply for the entire wire, for entire length, we know that by adding up all the elements, summing up all the elements, nothing but we have to do integration, right? If I'll do integrate this equation, I'll get the B equal to mu naught by 4 pi I into L sine theta by R square, not DL, because now I'm calculating magnetic field with respect to the total wire. Okay, this is exactly the Biot-Savart law. It's the most important law to apply it. Now, before going to discuss further things, we need to know vector form of Biot-Savart law. I think you got a clarity what is a vector form, right? In
Yes,
previous
yes.
Coulomb's law we were discussed, and unit vector we discussed especially. Now you can see Biot-Savart law in vector form. Biot-Savart law in vector form in the sense dB equal to mu naught by 4 pi I dl. See here, I independently it is not a vector. dl length is not a vector independently, but I dl cross r cap by r square. This ideal cross r cap is obviously it is unit vector. Ideal together we call as a vector quantity. Current is not a vector quantity beta. Current doesn't have vector nature because though it is having the direction and magnitude, it will not obey the properties of vector addition. Okay, properties of vector addition it will not follow. That's why we cannot say current as a vector. Got it? But in this case, I and dl, are you following?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. IDL, in this case, IDL we call combinedly as a vector element through a wire or a conductor into R cap, where R cap is a unit vector. R cap can I write as R cap equal to R arrow by R, magnitude R. If I'll write like that, I have R arrow. See, you are seeing the arrow, right? R arrow by
Yes.
R. One more R has come, then it become denominator R cube it became. Now, this is a vector form. It's most important to know. Now, what is a constant mu naught? Since 4 pi, if I'll send that side, mu naught equal to 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 Tesla milliampere. We can write out. Okay? Tesla milliampere we can write out. Or Weber meter per ampere. Sorry, that is not a milliampere, meter ampere. This is what the problem with the units. Always we have to use the dot in the middle. If not, then there's a problem. Weber per meter ampere it is. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, whatever the node point just now I have explained, direction of magnetic field is same as the direction of the cross product of these two quantities, dl cross r. And as I told you that the dot is obviously perpendicular to the plane and into is also perpendicular, but it is inwards, this is outwards. Now, current element is a vector quantity whose magnitude is the vector product of current and length of small element having the direction of the following current. That's why IDL we are taking as a vector quantity. Not independently, I cannot taken as vector quantity. Is it clear? This is all about the Biot-Savart law and Biot-Savart law vector form and the inwards and outwards node points we discussed here. Right? Now, if we enter into the applications of Biot-Savart law, it's a most. Always the questions either direct Biot-Savart law they'll ask or they'll ask applications in the exam. Okay? That you can see here. Magnetic field due to a straight wire carrying current. Magnetic field due to a straight wire carrying current. Means, sir, till now we discussed the wire only, no? But now it is, I am discussing with the straight wire. What is that? With the straight wire.
Straight.
Look at that. This is a straight wire carrying current I. With respect to this current, I want to find the magnetic field at a point P. Okay. And with respect to the elemental length dl, I have considered at a distance r. Okay. Now, have checked from the center of the wire to point P distance I took as A. Listen here, I have selected the wire, it is infinite length wire. I don't know how much length does it have, but I have selected from the center of the wire at a distance A. With respect to dl elemental length, I'm going to find the magnetic field here. Got it? A distance.
Yes.
Now, with respect to dl elemental length, here also it is making an angle theta. Here it is pi, which is making an angle with respect to the horizontal axis as well as distance r. Obviously, if you see at infinite distance, then it can be, we can write as pi 1. If that is pi in the sense, this is pi 1. If I wanted more angular change and at more length, I wanted to find phi 2, like that it will come. Okay. Now, the other side of the wire, if you see, there also we will have the phi 2, same as down, that side also it is making an angle. Now you can see here into symbol. Into symbol is indicating what? Here the magnetic field lines are into the plane like this. Okay. Now you can see here, according to Biot-Savart law, dB equal to mu naught by 4 pi IDL sin theta by r square. Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is a law. How we are going to apply? Look at here. Are you comfort with the trigonometry ratios?
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. Now from this triangle, from this triangle, from this triangle, with respect to this theta, if you make it is a time sine theta, this is opposite side and this is the adjacent side. Okay.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
same thing sine theta, whenever I'll write opposite side a and adjacent side here, sorry, in sine theta adjacent hypotenuse will come a by
Hypotenuse.
r,
Mhm.
so it become a by r. And at the same time you are looking angle phi here, right? With respect to
Yes.
angle phi, I wanted to write the trigonometry ratio now. Means with respect to this phi, this is the opposite side, this is the adjacent side, this is the hypotenuse, right? So
Yes.
I can write, I can write with respect to phi, of course, that is perpendicular. So I'm writing here cos phi. What is a cos pi? Cos pi is
Equal.
equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse.
Yes, sir.
Cos pi equal to a by r and sin theta equal to also a by r. Therefore, both are equated here.
Yes, sir.
Now, what I did from the above expression, just I made a small change is that I made r as a subject for my comfort to find this distance. R equal to I have written a by cos phi. Then since I know that r equal to a by cos phi in the sense, I need to find L also. So now I have chosen the tan pi. Tan pi is nothing but opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side
Yes.
L, adjacent side A. Therefore tan pi equal to, I can write L by A here. Therefore from there L as I made as a subject. Okay. Now two unknown quantities L and R I got it from this. Now what I am going to do, if I'll differentiate it, I told you differentiation. Differentiation in the sense I am differentiating L, then it become DL. Okay. If I'll
Yes.
differentiate tan pi, there is a formula beta. Differentiation of tan pi is gives us A
Six.
into sec square pi into d pi. Why again d pi? This pi also will be differentiable. Got it?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Now dl equal to a sec square pi into d pi. Now you can see substituting for r and dl in dB. In this equation, with respect to this concept, I am going to apply for the value of r and l and dl also. See here, what I should apply, sir? In a place of L, I have to write A tan theta, but L is not available in this equation. Who is available? DL is available. What is the DL beta? A sec square pi d pi. This whole thing I have to write in a place of d pi, DL. Okay. Now,
Yes.
if I'll write that is in a place of DL, again I have here sine pi, sine theta. So what can I write sine theta equal to? Or if you keep as is also, no problem. It will be get cancelled. How? Because r equal to a by cos phi I am going to write. Whenever I have substituted I as it is in place of dl, I have written a sec square pi d pi. So I have written here, and in a place of r, since it is r square, r equal to a square cos square pi I have written. Now you should know here one important thing from trigonometry ratio. What is that?
Call.
Reciprocal of sec theta gives us cos theta.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So with respect to that, this is x square, and here also cos square pi, x square pi, cos square pi. How it become cos square pi? Because it is in a place of r you are substituting. R is having the square. Therefore, this also a square by cos square pi. Then cos square pi is went up, and next sec square pi is down, and next since it is down, here you are also having the sine theta. Okay, so this all will be get cancelled and simplified. After that, you have only left in this terms I cos pi d pi by a. Okay,
Yes.
now this is the equation we applied with respect to Bayer-Savat law. But there are some consideration. How far you can apply this equation, sir, is a question. Since it is dB elemental length, with respect to elemental length, you are finding small magnetic field. But if you find this is infinite wire, right? Magnetic field
Yes.
due to whole conductor, we need to integrate it. How can I integrate? I have to use angle minus pi 1 to pi 2. Means why I said minus pi 1, this is y-axis in the sense, in negative y-axis is minus pi 1, in upward with the positive direction it is plus pi 2. Okay, so those are all limits I am taking. What are all those limits?
Yes.
D equal to integration dB equal to minus pi 1 to pi 2 is limits. Now mu naught I cos pi d pi 4 pi a, everything is here. Now what terms can be integratable here? Only the phi terms are integratable. Means cos pi d pi only we can integrate here. Rest of the all as a constants. So when cos x into integration of cos x into dx, it will become sin x minus sin x. Okay. So if it is minus sin x, then it becomes sin phi here in this equation. But sir, how we got sin pi 1 plus sin pi 2, sir? We applied limits, no? Final limit minus initial limit. Final phi 2, initial phi 1. So final sin pi 2 minus of minus. Why? Here pi 1 is minus. So it becomes plus. Then it can be written as sin pi 1 plus sin pi 2 by 4 pi a. Mu naught I sin pi 1 plus sin pi 2 by 4 pi a is a magnetic field which is produced by this infinite wire. For example, here question to you. If magnetic field produces along the negative y-axis downwards only, then with respect to phi 1 we will deal. Okay. There is no magnetic field produced with respect to phi 2. This part we will take as a 0. Or if it is with respect to upwards phi 2, then phi 1 taken as 0. Such a way we will apply. But you could ask me one more question also here. What is that? Sir, you are calculating with respect to angles of pi 1 and pi 2. Sir, if it is not pi 1 and pi 2 with respect to horizontal axis, how it is? Means with respect to not pi 1, not pi 2. What it will be? That we will see. If the straight wire is infinitely long, that can be written as then phi 1 equal to phi 2 equal to pi by 2. Means whenever it is infinitely long wire, it's a long wire, the small distance, this distance will be smaller. It is negligible distance. So 90 degrees will come automatically, the angle. Here also 90 degrees it will come. This distance is smaller than this infinite distance, right? So in such case, we can write since sine 90 plus cos sine pi 1 sine pi 2 both are 90, then 1 plus 1 become 2. So total equation became how much? B equal to mu naught 2I by 4 pi A. This is the magnetic field at point center, exactly A distance we have drawn now till now at that point. Okay, so obviously 2 ja 2 4 ja, then we have B equal to mu naught I by 2 pi A. Now you can see here the most important note point. As we discussed, the direction of the magnetic field always acts in a form of cross product, right hand thumb rule. What is the right hand thumb rule? A right hand screw rule, we say. Thumb is acting upwards. This is a coming direction. The semicircle fingers are acting in a plane. This is in a plane it is acting, right? So DL cross R in the plane, in the sense the direction of this is magnetic field, perpendicular. Okay. See here, the most important point here, since the questions are MCQs for us, because of the MCQs, you can see such type of questions, graphical based questions also can be asked at times. If magnetic field at the center, what is a graph with respect to the distance as well as magnetic field? Look at here. From the center to upward and center to downwards, if you see the magnetic field, how it is changing. Both cases exponentially decreasing graph. You can see the diagrams of practical approach, right hand thumb rule. If it is upward current direction, the magnetic field lines are in the anti-clockwise direction. If it is downwards, magnetic field lines are in clockwise direction. So, okay, are you able to following?
Yes, sir.
Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Are you understanding that this is a most one of the core part of this lesson, this total bias outlined, this applications.
Yes, sir.
Next, magnetic field due to a circular loop carrying current. Circular loop carrying current in the sense what? Till now we discussed with the a straight wire, infinite wire. Now we are going to discuss with the loop. What do you mean by loop? Loop in the sense a wire, a circular ring it can be, you can assume. Circular ring. If you take a circular ring, through this circular ring, when the current allows to pass, or current if it moves, as we know that when current passes through the wire, obviously it produces magnetic field, right? So
Yes, sir.
through the loop also, it will produce a magnetic field, right now? Through the loop also it will produce a magnetic field. See, look at that. This is a ring, a metallic ring or a copper wire, let us assume anything, which conducts electricity. Now, current passes through the wire. I have selected two elements, two parts, up and down. And the diameter of the ring I have taken as A, and the current flowing through that is in a anti-clockwise form. Now I'm going to find the magnetic field at point P. Are you finding the P here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now, if you look at the P, you can find that at x distance, let us say from the center to here, at a point P, it is a x distance. Now, here there is a elemental length you are finding. Okay, with respect to elemental length at a distance r, we are finding the magnetic field. As the same way, at this bottom also we have one more elemental length in the ring. Okay. Now, due to this elemental length dl, which is actually here you are seeing on the screen, it is like plane, in the plane. Actually, ring is like this. Okay.
Yes,
The
sir.
ring is like this. With respect to the ring, here we are going to find the magnetic field. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
This is a ring. With respect to ring, at the center of the ring there is an axis. At the axis at a point P, I am going to find the magnetic field. That's
Yes, sir.
why that's why here the direction of the R is 90 degrees with respect to this elemental length, this same manner. Okay.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now, at the same time, the same point you are seeing here, dB. What is a dB? dB is a magnetic field produced at a point P. How it is producing? At the dot point, perpendicular to this plane, dB. Always this magnetic field perpendicular to dl cross r. Okay. Now you can see this dB vector I am resolving. What I'm doing, resolving in the sense, it is resolved in the sense I'm along x-axis, along y-axis, I'm trying to measure this vector, magnetic field vector, along vertical axis, means here it is happening with respect to this phi angle. This is a dB cos phi, this is a dB sin phi I can write. Now same manner, with respect to downwards, this is also one more elemental length. It's same acting at a point P, and next at this point P, you can see that magnetic field produced at a point P is exactly perpendicular but opposite to the previous direction. Now you can find here this is the angle phi which is making with this elemental length distance r. Here it is r means here it is r dash. Okay. Now this vector also I am resolving. Look at here. When I did this, when I resolved it, whatever angle is associated the vector that is adjacent one. That is dB cos phi and dB sin phi. Now you should notice one point here. The upward dB cos phi, downward dB cos phi. Since both are opposite, vertical components, for example, here 10 Tesla is magnetic is producing in this direction. In this direction also 10 Tesla only will produce. Why? Because the magnetic current flowing to the conductor is uniform, same. Okay, or in the loop. So vertical components, we are cancelling each other. Are you getting my point? Vertical
Yes, sir.
components, we are cancelling each other. So we have only the magnetic field with respect to the loop along the axial point, okay, at a distance x in the direction of axis, that is dB sin phi plus dB sin phi. It becomes 2 dB sin phi. Got it? Concept? Now
Yes.
we are applying the Biot-Savart law here. See how we will apply. This visualization you understood. This visualization is most important because these dB vectors here you are looking in the plane. Otherwise, in 3D world, if you see this same diagram, then you will get to know that how it is exactly the direction. Okay, look at here. Whatever till
So,
you
like,
are.
I'm just getting a little confused on the 290 degrees there. Like, I tried visualizing like a 3D image, but yeah.
See, in my hand, one item is there, circular ring type.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm holding this. I'm using this like this. Uh, Whatever this ring area is cross for this. This is crossed, and this is also cross axis. But at this instant, these both are having 90 degrees attachment.
Um, but like, sir, it is bending downwards, right? So,
It is bending downwards. So here, whatever you are seeing, whatever you are finding at this instant, is
Yes,
this
sir.
straight line?
No, sir. It's curved.
Uh, then because because of not straight line, because of its cross, both will match each other. There is a
Yes, sir.
chance.
Yes, sir.
If it could be straight line, but it is crossed, then you could have a doubt there. But somewhere at a particular small instant, actually here we are dealing with a single line, but practically there are a number of lines, right? But for
Yes.
our understanding purpose, we have allowed to use only one line. Okay, this line, if you draw a tangent like straight line, this is acting with respect to straight line is a perpendicular. Okay, now you can see here when you are applying magnetic field dB equal to, see, I'll tell you the same concept where it is applicable. You know, in light lesson, when a light ray passes through the lens, do you have idea about the spherical lenses?
Yes, sir. Like we studied in previous classes.
Exactly. I'll raise a question here to you. Uh, through the convex lens, through the center, whenever light ray passes, why it will not deviate? Why it will go straight? Whereas in another directions, another area, it will go in different direction. But through the center, whenever light ray passes, it will not deviate. Why it is so? Did you learn this in 10th standard? There
So,
also same concept applicable.
yeah, it will just pass back along the same line, like the normal.
Exactly, exactly. Why it happens there? Because this is the reason there also 90 degrees will. Of course, you are passed
90.
back in the
Yes.
sense that is in a mirrors. In reflection process, it happens.
Yes, sir.
So reflection takes place if angle of incidence equal to angle of reflection.
Yes, sir.
Then there it is 90 degrees. That's why it is reflecting.
Yes, sir.
So little more I'll clear you whenever the light lesson has come. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now this is the bias Savat law I'm applying now. Since I have applying that, we know we have chosen 90 degrees angle. So since I have chosen 90 degrees angle, sine theta equal to 1, I can write. Then the equation became dB equal to mu naught I dl by 4 pi r square. As whatever I have explained till now, this is all the in a form of theory they have given. Now, after I am integrating the same Biot-Savart law, I am applying in a form of integration to find the total magnetic field due to the loop or wire, okay, current carrying wire in a circular. Now, you can see here, after integrating B equal to mu naught I dl. Sir, if you integrate dl, it become L, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, L means it is a circumference of that circular loop. So,
Yes, sir.
since A is a radial distance, if you take up 2 pi A is a circumference, and A is, we will get from the bottom weight 4 pi A square plus x square. A square plus x square from where it has come? From the R it has come. Okay, not R, sorry, I'll come back to you. Sine pi value. What is the sine pi value here? How you will get sine pi? I forgot to say. Sine pi equal to, from the previous diagram, what we can write? Sine pi equal to. This is a pi, opposite side by adjacent side, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, with respect to the distance r, what is the r beta? R is this, x is this. R equal to, according to Pythagoras theorem, a square plus x square under root we can write out. Can we?
Yes, sir.
Two things we applied here. That is, we have applied I dl. In a place of dl, I have written 2 pi a. Okay. Now, in a place of sine pi, I have written opposite side a and adjacent side r. A by r I have written. But according to the Pythagoras theorem, r equal to, I can write under root of a square plus x
Yes.
square. I can write. Since I did not write the root, but I have written here 1 by 2. Okay. And
Yes.
next, one more thing. Here, one more a square plus x square is there. That has come because of this r square. R square equal to, you can write a square plus x square. We cannot write under root here. We no need to write. But here it is required to write because it is a place of r. Got it?
Yes.
Now, if I multiply these two, mu naught, see, 4 pi, 2 pi, cancel, 2 pi the 2. Then pi get cancelled, here down to, here it became a square, mu naught ia square, and 2 into a square plus x square whole power of 3 by 2, I can write this. Got it? This is a
Yes.
magnetic field produced by a circular loop or circular wire. Remember, this is the most important concept. Why I said this is the most important concept? Magnetic dipole concept comes better. Electromagnetic dipole in the sense, in normal magnet, bar magnet, I can show two poles. I can show in electrostatics plus q minus q. I can show this is a dipole, but in electromagnetism, you need to get the dipole in the sense only you should take the circular loop. Sir, what does circular loop do? Circular loop is having the current throughout the cycle, left side as well as right side. Both sides it will produce a magnetic field, remember.
Yes.
Okay, dipole, both sides it is producing the, whatever the magnetic field producing. For example, if this is that in the sense, this side north pole in the sense, this becomes south pole. Depends on the current direction. If this is south pole in the sense, this is the north pole. Remember all this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, the special cases in this concept. What are the special cases in this concept basically? You can see the special cases. For example, at x equal to 0 means if you are taking a ring or a current carrying wire at this, instead of finding at this point, if you find at this point only, at the center only, that means
Hmm.
x equal to 0. What is a magnetic field? This is a magnetic field, mu naught I by 2a. Why it has come? Who has become 0? X became 0 in the previous equation. What is the previous equation, beta? This is that. You noting now this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. A square plus x square whole power of 3 by 2. If I'll make it 0, then a square whole power 3 by 2, no? 3 by 2 and 2. 2 get cancelled. You are having a cube. But in the numerator, you are already having a square. A square, a cube, if it cancel, what you will have in the denominator? Only a, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is whenever it x equal to 0. Therefore, mu naught I by 2a. This happens when you are taking x equal to 0. The second thing, if the observation point is far away from the coil, observation point is far away from the coil, then a less than x. What do you mean by a less than x? The radial distance is lesser than the x distance, means whatever you are finding distance. Okay, then in that case, the a square is neglected in the previous equation. Therefore, a square neglected in the sense you are having b equal to mu naught I a square by 2x cube. We will not take a square as a consideration in the denominator, not in the numerator. Remember again. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Same way, if I'll obtain the graph between the distance from the ring and the magnetic field, means usually from Biot-Savart law, what we know in the sense, While distance is increasing, magnetic field decreases since it is an inverse square law, right? Now, in the ring case, in the circular loop case, how the magnetic field changes? Magnetic field changes when the distance increases, magnetic field decreases, but at the center, magnetic field is maximum. See here, whenever it is x equal to 0 position, the magnetic field is maximum. Okay. Now, the directions how you can approach in a circular loop the magnetic field lines. You might have seen this type of experiment in your 10th standard. Did you?
Yes, sir, I think.
Yeah. What we are obtaining this experiment in the sense, from this experiment we are going to obtain the clock rule. Sir, what do you mean by clock rule? Clock rule which determines the direction of the magnetic field in a circular loop. Circular loop
Yes.
of current carrying. See here, the current is moving in clockwise direction like this. Okay, when current is moving in a clockwise direction, you are finding there are circular lines. There are circular lines. At one position, at a point, this position, the circular lines, magnetic field is upwards, sorry, current is upwards, magnetic field is in anti-clockwise. But coming to this position, magnetic field is as clockwise, but current direction is downwards. Means what you understood here. This is one polarity it is showing. This is showing the another polarity.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is showing another polarity. Right. So, are you following?
Yes, sir.
Now, you can see in this a circular loop whenever I have obtained magnetic field lines when current flowing through the R. See, this is the way magnetic field lines produces practically actually. Since magnetic field lines are invisible, we are not able to see that. Not able to see, but the appearance of magnetic field view or imagination is like this actually, practically. Now you are reaching certain amount of imagination by understanding with mathematically. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next, sir, I told what is the uh, conclusion from this experiment we obtained. I'll tell you here clock rule. What do you mean by clock rule? In the sense, when current passes in clockwise direction, there the south pole will produce in the loop. If it is anti-clockwise direction, then north pole will produce. Remember. Look at this second application. Magnetic field at the center of the loop. This is the center, no? Radial
Yes, sir.
distance. See, look at that now. Just now you were asking the doubt, sir. This is cross. No, how it is acting as a 90 degrees. Here also radial distance cross, but here it is appearing elemental length as a straight line, a tangent. So same approach in previous case also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now into in the sense, what does it mean? Magnetic field lines are acting into the screen, perpendicular to the screen inwards, because current direction is clockwise. Now, in that case, what is a magnetic field at the center is a question. So, what is the Biot-Savart law? Ideal sine theta. Since here we have distance a, radial distance, that is only a square we are taking. Now, since this is 90 degrees with respect to this surface or tangent, then it can be IDL by 4 pi a square we will write. This is whenever magnetic field at the center of the loop or current carrying circular loop we can say. Now you can see here B equal to integration of dB means I am integrating the above equation, therefore I can write dl gets integrated, then the equation B equal to mu naught I by 2a. which is same in the previous case whenever x equal to 0 also. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Therefore, mu naught I A are constants and closed integral of dl is 2 pi a. So 2 pi a gives us circumference of the circle. That's why you got this equation in terms of 2a. It became 4 pi a. It was 4 pi a square, became 2a because of closed integral of dl. Now this is also, if I'll write b versus a, then we have the exponentially the graph is decreasing while increasing the radial distance. Obviously, if radial distance wire is increases much circularly, the radial distance also will increase. Then the center point from the elemental length of the current is very longer. So effect of magnetic field less only, no, at the center. That's why it shows the decreasing length. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is a one more application with respect to the circular loop, and this is as a part of Biot-Savart law. Next, most important concept is a solenoid. Okay, what do you mean by solenoid? Before that,